Hi, welcome to Spotlight on Souris. We're here in the Souris curling rink viewing room, and there was a big event here today, so we're fighting off flies. Don't worry if you see us swatting the air. We're not trying to get rid of you. And today we have with us Heather Williams. Heather is here to talk to us about the Souris District Arts Council and the events coming up, right, Heather?
You bet.
Okay.
Yes, we're back in business again.
Oh, yay.
Yes, after 2 years of COVID, when we couldn't do anything.
Couldn't get together.
Well, no. You
all.
just think, oh, well, we can plan something, and then we couldn't.
Right.
And so we're back. We did help this summer. We provided the funding for the entertainment that was at the Souris Fair.
Okay.
Both the Friday and Saturday nights. We managed to get some grant money, and through us, we're able to provide that. So that helped out the Fair Board and the Peacock Days and everything. So that was sort of we did it last year too, but we did it again this year. However, coming up Friday, October 21st at 7:30 at the Community Hall.
Okay.
Is the Route 10 Collective, and they're actually from Onanoil. If you know, have met Murray Evans at Poor Michael's Bookshop.
Okay.
It's his orchestra group. I think there'll be 5 in his group coming, and they're doing a Neil Young tribute.
Oh, really?
So all Neil Young music.
Very nice.
Oh, we're looking forward to
And a
it.
Friday this time, Heather. That's
Yes.
not usual, is it?
Well, of course, they're locals, and so they work, and so the Friday night works for them.
Okay.
So that's why, it's at the Community Hall, and it's Friday night, the 21st
Okay.
of October. So we're really looking forward to that. Like I say, we haven't done a group like that for quite a while. And so, and new this year as well, the tickets will be available at PharmaSave.
Okay.
And Sharon Dunn will have them as well. So I'm not just sure they're quite physically in the building yet at
Okay.
PharmaSave, but they will be in the next week.
Sure.
Within the next week. So we're really we're hoping to get off with a good start with them. In November, and again, it's an odd night for us. It's a Tuesday night, November the 15th. But again, it worked whenever these people are coming through to tour.
Okay.
Is what we have to do.
So-
And this one's going to be at St. Paul's United Church, in the church itself at 7:30.
So you can take them when you get them, like.
Yes,
They're
yeah.
traveling through,
Often
so-
you don't have any choice.
Okay. Okay.
And so anyways, and it's a group called Vidernisti, and they're a clarinet and marimba
Oh, really?
duo.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Yes. They come to us from Prairie Debut, which is a classical agent group. The lady used to be in Manitoba. I don't know where Poe is from, who's taken it over now. But anyway, we're looking forward to, we usually try and have Prairie Debut every year, just because of the classical element. And a marimba, I looked it up to make sure I knew exactly I knew what it looked like, but it's a percussion instrument of wooden bars, and they play it with mallets.
Okay.
And so it makes an
Kind of
interesting.
like a xylophone?
Exactly,
Sort of?
but they're wooden.
Okay.
They're wooden pieces.
Okay.
And so it should be very interesting. Like I say, you always think, ooh, is classical going to go over? But we've had great success. People are very impressed with a different style of music.
But it's easy listening.
Oh, very
Like,
much.
it's not just straight up just classical and they're playing everything at the loudest. It's such an easy listening kind of music, isn't it?
It is. And in the past, we've found that the performers really try and explain their instruments and their music. And so there's good rapport with the audience, not just.
Yeah, not just straight playing.
No.
For sure.
And then, for sure, in February, and again, an odd night, it's a Wednesday, February the 15th, is our Manitoba Theatre Centre drama production. Yes.
Love
And
that.
we're looking forward to it. A little more serious in some ways this time. It's called Assassinating Thompson. And I'm sure everybody has heard of the group of 7. And Tom Thompson was one of the painters. And apparently he died in a boating accident in Ontario under mysterious circumstances.
Oh, really?
So this is a one-man play. So, you know, he stands and does the whole performance, the narration and everything. So it should be really interesting.
Oh, good.
You know,
Yeah.
teaches us a little bit about our country's history
Yeah.
as well. And
As the story behind the story, because I mean, we all know the group of 7,
Exactly.
but then to find this out, that'll
Yes.
be really, really interesting.
I think so too. So we're looking forward to that. And then again, odd night. We aren't sticking to anything.
That's right. It's not your usual.
We're just flying. Anyway, Monday, March the 6th, we're having a couple of fellows come called Gunning and Cormier. And they are singer-songwriters and amazing guitarists from Pictou County, Nova Scotia. And their agent emailed me and said, would you be interested? They are headed to Saskatoon to do a performance and would like a few stops along the way, and wondered if we were interested. And both Heather Timischuk and I have actually heard this pair when we were down at Celtic Colours in Cape Breton. And they are amazing.
Okay.
You know, folk song kind of music. And so we're really looking forward to having them come. So
good.
And so that's in March. And so that at this point is our, we aren't going to have, normally we would sell a season pass. And
Right.
that would give you 5 performances basically for the price of 4. But just because of the uncertainty even yet, we've got these ones confirmed, and then we're looking at a couple of other fun things, which there might be a ladies' night with an interesting play,
Oh, good.
live performance of locals.
Oh,
And so if anybody's interested,
For
you know,
sure.
contact us. And last year we did do Charles Dickens, the reading of Charles Dickens around Christmas time. And so we're looking into whether we should do that one again or not.
so you'll just charge per event then?
Per event.
Yeah.
Yes, it'll be
Yeah.
$20 for an event and
Great.
$10 for students. And so we thought, no, starting out this year, you know, it was hard getting things confirmed.
Yeah.
And so we thought, no,
Yeah.
we'd start that way.
Well, we hope we're back to a regular, even though you've done some things that aren't traditional with your group.
Yeah.
We hope we're back to a bit of a routine, is what I'm saying, because our routine was just squashed with this COVID, wasn't it?
Oh, it
Yeah.
really was. And you just don't know where people are at for returning
Right.
to public events.
That's right.
There are still some that are very cautious.
Right.
And so,
And that's true. And if they
Yeah.
want to come to events with a mask on, they're welcome to do so.
oh, very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yes, very much.
Because I've heard there's been several funerals and certain people are showing up with masks on just because it's
Yes.
the place where you're, you know, having contact with so many people, in close contact with so many people. And
Yes, yeah. Just another information. It's not really a parent group, but they sort of help us, is the Manitoba Arts Network out of Winnipeg. They arrange a lot of our tours and things. We go through them. And anyways, we go to a conference we call Contact, and it's going to be in Portage this year. And it's where we meet up with all these other arts councils in Manitoba. And so you exchange ideas, what's working for you, what didn't work, how was this performer? Ooh, they were kind of, and that kind of thing.
it's
So
a good discussion. It's a really
fabulous
good
discussion.
Yeah.
Manitoba Arts Network puts together a whole bunch of workshops. Plus we review, actually get to see the performance of about 20-some performers, both what they call emerging artists who, you know, have no experience or very little experience, compared to others that are very experienced. So, like, we've had Don Amaro here different times, and we first saw him at Contact, kind of thing.
Right.
So, and any of the traveling artists, they'll set up tours for us. And so the price is more affordable when they do that. So anyways, that's coming up at the end of October, and
Okay.
2 of our members will be going to
Attending.
it.
Good.
And so they'll come back with lots of enthusiasm and ideas for coming up for another year.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's-
great.
'cause it's sort of a
That's
year
great.
ahead booking
That's
thing,
great.
so.
And it really gets, I know you can only send 2 people from your committee usually, right? It's
Yes.
usually, it's limited for those big events, but when you send them, they come back to the group with such excitement.
Oh, they
With such
do.
excitement and vigor to get going. Let's do this, let's do that. And they said this, and they said that, and you compare notes with everybody, but they bring back so much information.
They do, and having seen these performers live, sometimes you think, oh, that'll be a good performer, but they just don't come across to the audience, you
Okay.
know? And so we think, nope, we won't
Well,
go
you-
with them.
Right, right.
Yeah.
It helps you with your decision making. Now, when they go to these, they see these artists, but they don't see them in full concert, do they?
No.
They get a sample of their.
Yeah, about a
right?
15-minute, and then you can ask them questions at that point, but then there's also what they call a contact room, and in the evening, you would go from table to table and talk to them and get their
Okay.
information and that.
Well, that's
kind of
really
thing.
good.
Yes.
That's really good. And it makes it so much easier when you're booking somebody to know you've got this solid, they're going to come.
Yes.
Because you've had that personal contact with them.
Exactly.
Instead of just emails back and forth. I mean, emails do work, but
Yeah.
but it's nicer
better.
to have the one-on-one contact, isn't
It
it?
really is,
Yeah.
so.
Good.
So like I say, our first concert is coming up on October 21st, 7:30 at the Community Hall here. And tickets will be available at PharmaSave or through Sharon Dunn.
PharmaSave and through Sharon Dunn.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now, remind me, the Arts Council, there's still room for people who want to come and help you guys, is that right?
Yes, there is,
So
yes.
they could phone you,
They
and
can
they could
phone
actually
me.
contact anybody on the Arts Council, but.
Yes.
But they could phone you
Yes.
to see if they could,
Yeah, if they wanted to participate.
right, or volunteer, or help with
Volunteer.
something, or.
Yes, you don't have to be on the board. Quite often we serve cookies and juice at intermission or something like that. So we have a cookie committee and,
Yeah,
you know, there's lots of other, whether it's decorating or something
Sure,
for an event,
Sure.
so.
So Friends of the Arts Council, basically.
Friends of the Arts,
Yeah,
yes.
okay,
is
that's
what we
great.
call them.
That is
So,
great. So we can put your phone number up as well, and you're
Certainly.
483
3804.
3804. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's great, Heather. Thank you
Yes.
so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks
in
for
this
having us
fly-ridden room, but
Yes.
we've been trying to talk with our hands to wave them off, but I think it worked out just fine.
It did indeed. Thanks, Laura.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, thank you for joining us here on Spotlight on Souris. I hope you have a wonderful day.